All right, now Hulk versus Zarda. Now, there's not too many women in the Marvel universe that can handle the Hulk, but Zarda is definitely one that can, and she's gonna show and prove in this one. Hey guys, welcome back to another Ultimates video, and we've kind of made it a habit of doing these videos with people getting their butt kicked. And I'm starting to notice a pattern of the person that wins is usually the person get their butt kicked in the next video. So I figured with this one I won't really break the momentum on that. So Zarda is a character you really won't see in the 1610 that often. She's usually in the 31-9-16 universe, but she's one of those characters real fun to read because she usually just runs over people and she's like super cocky at the same time while she does it. And like in the first few panels you can see that she's taking out Bulldozer and Thunderball like with ease. And also keep in mind that Zarda, aka Power Princess, is totally old school. She's like a goddess, and like when she fights, she goes for blood. So she's like trying to behead people, and dude's like, wait, well, hold on, you're the good guy. It's not supposed to go like this. So like right before she even cuts his head off, Captain America just swoops in like seconds before dude's beheaded. And really the whole purpose of her defeating the Wrecking Crew so easy and also throwing Cap into the story, they do serve a purpose. For one, to familiarize new readers with what she's capable of as a fighter before she engages Hulk. But then again, Cap kind of test her morals, so to speak. And Cap's mainly telling her to turn it down a few notches, like, we offered you to be a guest from your universe. We do things differently here. And in this quick conversation, you see the drastic difference between these two. Because she asked Captain America, like, how are you this celebrated hero and you're still alive? Where I'm from, you either die in battle or you're considered a coward for living. But Cap feeds off her ego. He says, since you consider yourself a warrior, see if you can accept this challenge. Come off that high horse, see what this world has to offer, and try not to kill anybody. But true enough, Cap's words resonate with her as she continues on her way. And it's not like she has a particular place that she needs to be. She's mainly on Earth, kind of like a guardian, because of the event, the Ultimate Power miniseries event that happened. And she's pretty much here just watching over things, just making sure they don't get out of hand. But this is where it gets good. So she stops at this little diner like in the middle of nowhere, and she orders the whole left side of the menu. And the waitress is like, excuse me? And she's like, yes, I want the whole left side of the menu. And she's like, I thought that's what you said. So she tells the waitress, well, if you thought that was what I said, why you asked me to repeat it, you stupid cow? Like, the disrespect is real. But I gotta hand it to this waitress. She holds her own. She's like, hey, we got the right to refuse service to anybody. You ain't just gonna talk to me like that. And then we hear this commotion from the front of the store, and she's like, now what? And it's no other than the Hulk, butt ass naked, trying to get some pancakes. And what's funny to me is the people at this restaurant are really trying to reason with him. Like, they're trying to talk to him like, well, sir, we have a strict policy. No shirt, no shoes, no pants, no service. Sorry. And I get it, because if you do it for him, then everybody going to want to come in and eat naked. And you don't want to discriminate because you don't want to say one person was naked and not as incredible as the next. So you just can't let anybody do it. But here's the kicker. Hulk offers to pay. Where did that money come from? Like, where was he holding that money? You're butt naked, his hands ain't had nothing in it. Next second, he had a handful of cash. Where did he pull that from? And it's funny because they're looking at it and asking themselves the exact same question. And in all actuality, I don't think anybody really wants to know the answer to that. But honestly, the biggest mystery to me is like, yo, this is the Hulk. He comes in, he wants something to eat. Just feed the dude, man. Because the cost that you would lose in just waffle batter and eggs is like way less than what the damage would have been. And Zarda thinking the same thing. Like, why are you arguing with him? Just give him what he wants. And at this point, Hulk don't get what he wants, so he just does what he knows best. And that's smash. And at this point, Zarda's come to the conclusion that she has to intervene somehow for it. But like, this dude, the manager here, is just getting on my nerves. Cause like, who are you to get in the Hulk's face and tell him, you know, sir, I want you to leave. You're steaming up my glasses. And Hulk is like, if I don't get food, I'm gonna eat you. So Zarda jumps up. She's like, Hulk, and he looks back at her. He's like, hot. There's no like, who are you? Excuse me, miss. What's your name? Just one word, hot. That's it. And because he's Hulk, he can do that. He gets a pass. But I'll give Zarda the credit that's due right here. She at least is trying to be the de-escalator of the situation. Not much of an attempt is put into this, but she at least, you know, starts with the verbal confrontation instead of physical like she usually does. Because usually she'll just go for the throat. And what's funny to me here is that she's talking to Hulk and kind of has it under control or whatnot. The manager comes up and tries to say something again, and like in mid-sentence, she just slaps him from like the front counter all the way into the kitchen. And Hulk liked that a lot too. So Hulk liked Pretty Lady. Hulk, eat pretty lady. Why do I feel like that's gonna be like a soundbite or something? But as soon as he says that, she's like, okay, that's enough. And she winds up and punches Hulk through the glass butt naked. Now, going through broken glass butt naked is a terrifying experience. Don't ask me how I know. I was young. There was a sliding glass door, and it was terrifying. But at this point between these two, like, it's on. Because it's rarely that these two characters in particular have fought anyone that they can really lash out at and who could really take that beating. And they're both kind of noticing that pretty quick in this fight. But with that being said, they still got two totally different perspectives on it. Because Hulk is like, I want to end this so you can leave me alone and I can go back and get these pancakes and these eggs. But Zarda, on the other hand, she's like, finally, a challenge. Someone's engaging. I can do this all day. So here as Hulk is walking back to the diner, she walks out of the flames like barely with a scratch on her. And what's funny is how her argument changes, because she's like, well, I don't have to wear clothes where I'm from, but if I gotta wear clothes in this universe, so do you, and I'm gonna find you some pants. And you can really tell that her true motivation is more of a contest to champion type of thing, because her perception of exploring does mean kind of mixing around a little bit and finding a worthy opponent at the same time. And she comes to find that Hulk is definitely that and more. Now, even though to Zarda this fight is just a game, to her, it's more so playing around. It's a game. But she does hear what any woman does when you're play fighting and they really get hurt. She goes for the jewels. And after this, man, Hulk is done. Like, that is it. He is done. And Hulk is slumped over. He's like in excruciating pain. And like right as she's about to take his head and, you know, take the victory, it's like she thinks about what Captain America told her and the whole challenge of sparing people's lives. Because keep in mind, Zarda's not one to shy away from a challenge. So instead of cutting his head off, she goes for the KO instead, still having the win. And what's funny to me is where the story goes from here, because she stays true to her word. Like, after defeating him, she actually takes him to go get some pants, like to put on some pants so he ain't gotta run around naked no more. Like, when I tell you Zarda is a woman of her word, she is a woman of her word. So after she gets him some pants, like, they go back to the same restaurant. And like, you can see like the manager, he had like a bandage on his head from flying through the kitchen, and Hulk finally gets his pancakes. And while they're eating, Zarda admits to Hulk that through the whole fiasco that she actually had fun. Something she hasn't felt since she's been on this mud ball, you know, referring to Earth. And she gives Hulk this mischievous look and she says, is there anything else that you'd like to do with me? And Hulk just looks back at her with this crazy grin like, you know Hulk want to smash. And her thoughts of justification are, hey, I was told to experience life among these people and that's all I'm doing. And one thing I'll say about a lot of Jeff Loeb's writing in these Hulk runs, there's a lot of innuendos in there, but this one is like right on the head, like right on the head. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Be sure to subscribe to catch more Ultimates videos. Hit that like button. And I'll leave links in the description below so you can enter the contest, follow us on social media, and even make suggestions to future content that we may cover as well, too. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.